Hello my beautiful friends, welcome back everyone. If you haven't seen our recent video, please go and check it out. A gorgeous page in pink shades, I love it. And as I was finishing this video, I have mentioned that the next project is going to be recorded straight away in the small book and hopefully a butterfly one. And since I have so many leftovers still, why not to use them on our background? And I started with just adding music notes, and then I thought, what kind of butterflies we're gonna use? So let's jump into the book and see, because I felt that maybe we could do like a butterfly in the middle or something. Actually, why not? Maybe this butterfly here, this one, looks beautiful to be in the middle. I'm not even going to be checking other butterflies because this one is nice and wide, so it's actually perfect. I think it's perfect for making the middle page, and maybe we're gonna add something else on the sides. We shall see. I guess we shall see. There are so many butterflies to choose from, and I'll be honest, I just love butterflies. I love them still. I don't think my love will ever go away. So this could be in the middle, and then oh, I have an idea. How about finding a similar butterfly and half it, and have half of that side, half of the other side? That would be exciting. Oh, actually, wait a second. This big butterfly. Oh, I'm changing my mind, sorry. This is gonna be ideal size to go in the middle, actually, of our page. I love how easy it is to fussy cut these. The pages are just perfect for fussy cutting. Not too thick and not too thin, just right? Now, if you are not great in fussy cutting, these books with the white background are great if you have the machine for cutting. The scrapbook mixed media circuit machine, something. Oh, I love it. Oh, I can imagine something amazing here. Let's do it. I think I have an idea for next step. So I'm about to open these. These are brand new. I meant to do a little bit of test out, because I have also stars, and I have also hearts, and I have some other punches. So I will still do that video. However, that's gonna be a hard one. I think I need scissors for these to open up. And I was thinking, guys, imagine if we will make circles, do circles from, oh my daisies. Maybe there's some other way, Marta. Maybe there's actually some way to open it. Is there instruction how to open it? There isn't. Oh, maybe, wait a second. Maybe like this. Okay. You see, Marta? No need for scissors and heavy machinery. Okay. Oh, wow, I love them. I love how cute those are. So, I was thinking to grab, not this book, the Botanica one, and to get, oh yes, that's gonna be genius. Now that's gonna be genius. To get the Botanica one, to make the background, get the Botanica one and get some of the, oh yes, there we go. Get some, that's gonna be so much awesome. Is that even a saying? So much awesome? Lovely, look at it. Let's do background with those. We haven't done one forever. Would that be amazing? I'd say so. I think so, and I hope so. Now, how about a little bit of shading of blues, like here? Oh, wow, look at that now. Oh, I love it. Imagine this. Oh, no way. That is gonna be so cute. But maybe I'm gonna change it to too much choice, guys. Too much of a choice. No, I will have this one, because I think it's gonna be so nice to have the other bluey. Oh, I love it. And then how about we're gonna grab this one. I should do first impression of the of the punches, but I guess here's my first impression. I love them. I love how cute they are. Okay, and we have even smaller punch. Do we have any bluey page that I could potentially fussy cut for stamp it? Marta, focus, 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 focus. This is nice if you think about it. Let's see. Yes, absolutely. Now you may think, oh, Marta, you destroying a gorgeous flower. Yes and no, friends. No. Every way of being creative is important. Whether you use the image for a circle like that, or you fussy cut it as it's technically meant to be, I think it's all good. I think it's all good. And why not to have pretty circles, not only the, I don't know, leftover circles. Look at it, it is so gorgeous. The only thing is now, I imagine, wouldn't that be amazing to have no dark background, just the bubbles. But then how are we gonna do bubbles? He's in the middle, so the bubbles can be like running around, right? Big and small. Oh, I love that. We haven't done circles in a while. And I don't know why actually. I actually have no idea. Oh, I like that so much. I'm not too sure I like this particular circle. If that's making any sense. Sometimes you see it and you just feel it, or you don't feel it. And I kind of feel it that I don't feel it. How about why not? We'll see. You can still use the flower. Oh, this punch didn't punch well. Maybe it's because I'm not holding it firmly enough. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Oops. I even closed the punchy punch. Okay. Oh, I'm tempted to actually grab that and have. Oh, that would be so beautiful as well. Oh wow. Beautiful. I think I'm gonna try to have well, most definitely the side pages. I love them. There's a lot of them like that, and you can just have them like this. Someone asked me today a question in the cafe: how do you use the images if there's background, and if we fussy cut, the background is left out, and do you use the background with the images or you fussy cut it? And the answer is you can do so much more than just, because you can take the whole image as it is and try to blend in the background with the image within your background. Then you can fussy cut it, everything, and then you're left out with some elements, with some leftovers that you can, as you can tell, still use it. So the way that I see the books as well is that giving backgrounds to some of the books is giving us options, I think, and it's giving us extra space that we can use for projects. I hope that makes sense. I hope that really makes sense. Oh, this is so gorgeousness. The tiny, no, maybe the 3. It should be 3 probably. So, yes, possibly. Oh, gorgeous. Like this one. Oh, lovely. And maybe some more middle one. Oh, perfect. Now, I don't know where we're gonna place it. It's not as important right now. We're just more of trying out and seeing how this, how this could be, you know. So that's the beauty of Botanica. I think you can do so much more than just elements. You have a great chance to, there we go, to use this even in a more fabulous creative way. Okay, I think for now there's plenty dots, Marta. Stick with them and that's it. Or will I grab this fungus one, sorry, and see, no, I think there's less backgrounds in here for that sense. The Botanica, yeah, the Botanica seems to be way better for, oh, I love this. I'm gonna cut it. Oh, so pretty. Okay, well then, how about grabbing, and even look at this now, I'll tell you something. you can still even use this image, cut it out, and have the circles for your background play. Is that making sense? I hope it does. Okay. Oh, that's so exciting. I love this. I love this cute idea because, yeah, because I just love it. I think it's gonna be a funky page where we're gonna mix some techniques, some ideas, and some leftovers, the pretty books, the leftover papers, so why not to do that? Okay, the first stop is gonna be to actually put these together. Now my question is, are we going to glue two pages together? I have done that in the previous one, so I may just do that, guys. I may just do that with the gel medium, my leftover gel medium that is barely there. I may just do that and have, I like having my pages very much so filled, and I love having them thick. I love working in thicker pages because it just feels so much easier. The paper doesn't crumple as much, so there we go. I think that will do. That will do. Brush inside the jar before it gets stiff, and there we go. Now the next step possibly should be tape. Now this one is not any other masking tape. This one is tape from Art by Marlene. I love it, and I used it many times for my watercolor paintings as my masking tape, as my side paper tape instead of this one. And it's okay to, doesn't matter which one you decide to use for. I'm gonna go for this one because this sticks better, and this is pretty bad. The middle part is pretty bad, so I think it would be good to just have it done there. Oopsie, a little bit. Once more, maybe like here. Super awesome. So since we have a little bit of music notes going on the left, that would be funky to have some music notes going on the right. Yes, 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 yes. Doesn't have to be at the edge. It can, it doesn't have to. Whatever feels right for you. Okay, so I'm gonna focus my elements on the edges mostly. Now this time we're using some old book page. Super awesome. Another old book page. And we can have it there. I like when the text is upside down and it's the completely mix and match. I just love that. It's very me. I remember years back when I first time started crafting, and I was doing, I think I opened the book upside down and I just did all my journal pages in the upside down book, and there were questions like, what like why? And I had no answer to it because it never occurred to me that, like, for me it was such an obvious thing in a sense that back then, I'm not too sure how I would do it now, but it was just so interesting and so different, and why not to be so interestingly different. Looking good, don't you think? I love it. I love it. We need some more glue here now. I'm not too sure if we need any more, or should we fill it in all up? No, I wouldn't like to fill this all up. No, I think I'm gonna stick with what we have right now. However, we have some left over. Do we need these sort of right now? Maybe not, because we have the circles, and I would worry that we could end up with a little bit of too much happenings, and the circles may kind of disappear, so maybe not. Now I'm gonna just add some beigey paint in here so that we have a little bit of going on, and we're gonna try to blend in this as much as we can. And now the page is not primed, so we can see that it's much more difficult to actually use and blend in the paint because the acrylic paint dries very fast. So what you could do is you could sprinkle some water, and that could help big time. Let's see, I'll show you. There we go. I see and it's much smoother, much easier to do so. For the rest, it's too late probably, or maybe not fully too late, but too late. Which is okay, because we're gonna add some gesso, white gesso for a change. We haven't used white gesso in a while. I have been like jumping into my creamy beigey paints, not the gesso as I used to do. So it's interesting to see how the moods are changing, ideas are changing, and you know, we just change over the years, and things that suited us most, they may not suit now, and things like that. So that's all good. I think it's a part of growing up, part of discovering, part of life, I guess, as well, right? And we have this color, so I'm gonna use it as well a little bit. It's a different shade, and I think they could be nice, happy with each other together somehow. So why not to try to use that. This one is, it's gonna actually dry much darker when it's dry, which is okay, I don't mind. It will be still gorgeous. Now I think I'm gonna just have a little bit of paint there. Exactly, so voila, voila. Now how is that now looking? And see, looking gorgeousness. Now, do we need white gesso actually? Have I said we're gonna use white gesso? We may try and see where it's gonna lead us. Oops. So I'm having some heavy white gesso. Oh, it's there still. So I think this is nice as well, because we're gonna kind of give some bit of light going on in there and a bit of contrast, interest. And you can use white acrylic as well if you have, it's no problem. I'm just so used to doing gesso that it just was pretty normal to me to take, yeah, let's jump in for gesso, I guess. That's that kind of way. Oh, I love it. I love this so much. All right. Now, never-ending story with butterflies, right? It's just, I love butterflies. I knew that when I started making books that the butterfly is going to be the first, and then the flowers. But butterflies were, I meant to stop at flowers and butterflies, honestly. Like, I never thought it will turn into making full-time books, because right now that's how it looks. Thanks to you guys, because not only you loving the books, buying them, but also saying, please don't stop, keep making more. And I'm thinking, what? So it's an amazing feeling. Honestly, you just made my dreams, closest, biggest dreams come true. One of them was Disneyland, which we visit in April. We went to Disneyland, but publishing a book, it was one of those. Yeah, I'm gonna go on this side as well. So that's kind of giving us a little bit of, oh, that turned, and that's nice. That's okay. That's giving us a little bit of happenings there. How is that now looking? Oh, that is gorgeous. That is mixed media, right? Right there. And then we will be adding our bubbles. Everything is wettish, so I'm trying to be gentle to not dirty it too much. But oh, it's gonna be so gorgeous. Hello, good morning. I'm back to you, believe it or not, after I think it's 4 days. To be honest, we've just had a family matter, health matter, something that just came up unexpectedly, that we have to just, you know, go through. So I was not in the studio, I was not on social media, I was like really barely anywhere, trying to digest of what's going on, but I just really wish to be back here, finish up the video, and also I just need a little bit of art therapy, to be honest. So I hope, I don't know where we finished, to be honest. I hope we can figure it out, this page together, and finish it somehow. I'm gonna jump in directly with the butterfly first and just glue it down. Obviously I don't want to go into any details right now of what's going on, but I must say that life sometimes throws not lemons into you to make a lemon juice, but some kind of stones that you have to deal with unexpectedly. Just and that's it, you know. You just have to deal with it. Thankfully, we have people, good people around, and you know, people that we can talk to and stuff like that. And I have you here, guys, which is important. There is a little hair, or a little I don't know, a little what. I'm gonna place him in the middle because I think that was my initial idea. Oh, I love it so much. Beautiful. Now it's so much easier with the glue stick, I have to say. This is so much easier because it doesn't curl too much when I'm trying to add it. It's perfect. Like, now excuse me, it's Sunday in our house right now, and Emily's gone to a farmer's market show, something, and Lucas knew that I really need to record, so he said, I'm gonna drop Emily to bus stop and stuff, and I'm gonna take Hannah with me for the playground. I said that would be amazing. I can just focus, because with everyone in the house right now, it just doesn't feel like I can do anything. It just feels so overwhelming. So he took Hannah to playground. It's a gorgeous day, and I'm so excited to just be back to studio quietly, because even when I have sometimes Lucas in the house, like, I'm so used to recording it, but sometimes it's just so good to be on my own, and that really doesn't happen now, because we just, look, I'm randomly gluing this, you know, we just constantly together, and it's okay. That's how we work, that's how we operate, you know, that's how it is, and it's fine. It's just, indeed, if I would love to have a bit of a quiet me time, like, it's not nearly happening. I'm gonna swap for this one, because I don't know if I'm gonna use two big ones, but I really love this one. So I have to say that in the meantime, when I was not recording, and I was quite quiet, I have been crazy working on the books, because sometimes being on the computer, it is so much easier for me to deal with things, or just focus my energy. And yeah, making books seems to be like a like a good thing for me sometimes, to just tune in, have my energy directed somewhere. So I have been working on a few of that in the meantime, because I just couldn't feel coming back to the studio at all. I had to focus my mind and put it off as well. And now today it's a good day for chatting to you. Today is a good day to be in the studio. Now, I don't know, should we overlap the circles, or should we just leave them as they are, or what's going on? Honestly, I'm happy with not overlapping. Probably less artistic, if I can say, but it's still well, do you know what, I may just overlap this one just to see. I may have maybe this one there, or will we have the big one? No, that doesn't feel right? Actually, or this one maybe will feel right. Is it too late to open up this butterfly? Maybe he could have... maybe like this would be nice, actually. You know? Something like that. Yeah. I remember times where we have been making pages with the circle in the background like crazy, like a lot of them. Do you remember? Like a lot. Circles would be like my #1 nearly thing to do, and it kind of vanished at some point. It just wasn't there that much, and I think it's nice to revision, come back to things, and circles is one of those examples. Like, come back to this things you loved, come back to things that make you smile and happy, and revise the idea, do it in a fresh way, or, you know, I love it even like that, even if I will just leave it as it is right now. I just like that so much. A little bit of a gesso on top. This is what we this is what we do, right? We're just gessoing everything to cover our background, to have a primed page, a primed surface, so we can do a little bit of coloring. There we go. And then we're gonna do the same on that one. Now I have to say, with all the plans going to Poland for a month away, I'm not ready at all in terms of project-wise, video-wise and all. So I'm gonna try to be ready. However, our plans of going with the new sort of what's going on right now, we may have to maybe even cancel the trip to Poland, I don't know. Maybe not, hopefully not, but things are just a little bit energetic of happening, so I don't know, to be honest, but I do know that I'm sort of not ready with the amount of videos that I wish to have ready, and I don't have them ready. Let's try this, and I'm gonna put layer number 2 of gesso. We're gonna have quite an interesting mix here, because I will be using the Karin markers, but also the Tim Holtz Distress crayons, and hopefully in between those we are gonna get something fantastic. Now, I'm not too sure of which color pigmentation, what should go. Should I go directly? Should I honestly don't have much of a plan, except let's just experiment a little bit. So what I may do is I may just have a little bit of a play first with this with the crayon, because it's kind of greeny. It's kind of, actually maybe there is some other similar pigmented color that could be nice, because I think it's something in between blue, something in between. Oh no, this is definitely not that shade. How about any of these? Oh, this is nice too. We could leave this one, but something more greeny, or maybe the choice of his crayons is huge, so that could be nice too. We could do a little bit of a mix of both. Oh, lovely. So I'm thinking to do a little bit of sorry, I thought I heard something. A little bit of, actually I do hear someone. Lucas is back. Yes, they came back. What happened is Emily was late for bus, so he must have come earlier. So Lucas was running behind the bus, sort of. Sorry, he's in the corridor. So Lucas basically was driving behind the bus to catch it on some other bus stop. Not that he was speeding or anything, but he was obviously faster than the bus. So he got bus on some other bus stop, and she jumped from the car to the bus stop, so to make it to town. Like, I mean, life with children, life with teenagers, it's full of surprises, right? And that's what it feels recently, full of surprises and all. So I'm adding touches of that green, touches of that. So I wish for shades of different colors. And you know what? Don't be worried and alarmed if you are having colors on top of your circles, or you feel that it's not even, or you feel it's okay, guys. Even if it's uneven, even if it's going on top of something, like, I mean, it's really okay, you know. Just do stuff, just enjoy the process. Don't worry about the small little things. Probably the biggest issue between my Lucas and myself is that he does look at the small little details that is just, he's annoyed with them, and I think they're not worth mention. And this is a biggest issue between us always, that he is taking attention about, she's speaking about things that I think are completely irrelevant, and he says, yeah, because your artist mind doesn't think about such a simple things and food in the fridge. So it's maybe not exactly per se as this, but quite similar. Like, for me, the fact that someone didn't close the fridge door, for example, because forgot or whatever, and it was like beep beep beep, like, it's fine. Like, I'm not gonna make issue over it, which for Lucas is like, who didn't close it, you know? Like, our brains operates really different, because for me, such a thing is like, it doesn't matter, like, it does not matter in the lifetime, it doesn't matter. For him it matters, so it's, for us, it's very difficult sometimes to agree on things, because our brains really have different perspective, a different feeling about stuff, and I decided to add a little bit of that bluey color into the mix of the butterfly, and do you know what, but only around here and there, just so it wouldn't be standing out so much. Now in the camera I'm not even sure if you can see it, but it's a tint of color, like a tiny tint of color. It's like really delicate because I still wish to keep my contrast in between the bright middle part and a little bit of color on the sides, but more heavy down there and all. So what I wanted to say is that we as people are just so different in that sense. And for me, like my dad always have been saying all my life, he was saying, Marta, mind your health, as in mind your head. I probably said it to you 100 times. He was always pushing and saying to me, remember your health in mind, it's the most important. Nothing else matters more than your head. And I had this in my mind for always, like that no matter what happens, be sure to mind your mental health, be sure to not stress over little things and stuff like that. So he taught me this. So with Lucas, when he's stressing over really small things, I'm thinking, gee, boy, like it's no need for that, you know. Don't worry about these things, like these can wait, this can you know, these are small things. So I think it's interesting to see how different we are. So I for example, like the fact that Emily was late to the bus stop for the bus, I think for me it's like, fine, we'll drop it, like, and he dropped her. But I think he's over stressing with these situations, which for me it's like, it's fine, like it's fine. I mean, there's such a much more difficult, stressful things in life than these sort of, you know. And my Lucas would say, no, Marta, you're wrong. Your arty brain doesn't operate that these things are important. I'm like, but they're not, but they are. And you know, and in between us, it's like this. And I think I find it quite hilarious sometimes that I know his reaction right away. And it's so funny because I would completely not, you know, mention things, like, what's the point? I even had a similar conversation with my dad recently, believe it or not. I actually gave out to him a little bit because he came to the room when I was talking with my mom and he asked, why didn't you turn off the light in the bathroom or something like that? And I said, Dad, really? And he looked at me. I said, Dad, you like, if you think about it, if you get this answer, why not? Would that make any difference to you? Do you think she's gonna turn it off next time? I said, for some people, other things are more important, less important things. I said, the questioning is actually more stressful than anything else. I said, it's no difference why. You can just, if you love her, you just go to the bathroom, turn it off, and that's it. I wouldn't ask if I be you. I wouldn't care if I be you. I wouldn't, like, what's the difference? Why? Like, it's a silly question. I said that. It's no need of stressing the other person. If you love her, just go in, turn it off, and that's it, job done. Why would you even bother asking? And I had a point. My mom the next day said to me, thank you for standing for me. I said, Mom, my Lucas is asking very similar as a dad. So I know exactly how you feel, because for me these things are so irrelevant, especially the answer to those. Now again, we are so different. I'm sure whoever's watching today's video will be like, Marta, you're wrong there, you're wrong there. And I get it, we're all different. But I think when we care for others, about others and ourselves, I think we should make sure that the other person is not stressed. And if our words or whatever it is stressing us out, we should listen, and we should like really try our absolute best not to stress anyone else. I think I had another conversation with a friend yesterday, and we were talking, and she said the stress factor in life, in people's life, is such a big factor to getting sick or this or that she was like, yeah, like it's like life is too short to worry and stress and talk about stuff that are really not important or irrelevant, or it's no point, like no need. I don't know who wants to hear this today, but honestly, if you worry about why someone didn't turn off the light in the bathroom, or why, I don't know, why, like, you know, like little silly things. For example, in our relationship, this annoys me like nothing else, the silly questions. Sometimes I laugh to Lucas and I said, this is enough, your limit of question a day, it's gone. And he really doesn't like that, but I'm like, you have to know that my head can't take more than whatever amount of information a day. I need, like, it's enough, like, you know. But again, we are so different, and we are so we have such a different needs as well, and I understand that. Now I'm adding the dark part, and I love that part because the Karin markers, they will work beautifully now, the gray color on top of that, and I think we're going to create an amazing shading effect on that. And because it's on top of the current color, I think what this will do is that it will give us this dirty, shady look effect that will just be quite amazing, and it will just gives us the definition, I think, as well. You know, I think it's important for me to sometimes talk. First of all, I think I need to hear it sometimes out loud. Sometimes you just, even your friends have no time for you, and it's okay. You know, you have, like, I do talk to my mom daily, probably too much. But sometimes I don't want to talk to her not that too personal, but I don't want to talk if I'm annoyed with Lucas or something. Talking to her each time, it's no good. I don't want her to feel anything against my husband ever. Not that she ever would, because they love him to bits. Like, it's a second son that they never had, because my brother-in-law, my sister's husband, they love him to bits as well. Like, me and my sister, we're very lucky in that sense that both of our husbands are completely in huge respect to our parents and love and support. And it's Lucas that would say, "Did you ring parents?" I'm like, "No, not yet." He goes, I'll give them a ring." And then he rings, and my mom goes, "Oh, so my daughter didn't have time." And he goes, "No, it's me today." Which Lucas rings, he would ring his mom, but she's gone from September, which is very upsetting. He would ring his mom daily as well, and I'm sure he misses her like nothing else in life, you know. So we would ring her as well daily, and we would talk about nothing, but just ringing, and we would talk about some talk shows that she's watching. We would talk about what we're cooking. We would ask her advices every time. "How do we do that chicken soup, Mom?" And she was like, every time that Hannah was sick, she was, "Cook the chicken soup." And we'd be like, "Oh, there we go again, her advice." But yes, you miss these little details in life, and I think the fact that Lucas is missing his mom so much, he definitely is ringing my mom more often now. And yeah, I don't know, this whole today chat, guys, it's all, I don't know how you're gonna think of it, but life sometimes doesn't give us lemon for lemon juice, and you just have to deal with it. You just have to push that wagon in front of you, and sometimes you just will hear about my wagon, if you know what I mean. I hope that's okay. We all have wagon in front of us, isn't it? Sometimes some of us must push it now, some of us will push it later, some of us, but we all have the wagon to push at some point. I'm sure we do. And just sometimes the wagon is heavier than other days as well, or other, like last year was so tough, you know, with Lucas's mom. We still didn't get over the idea. We still can't believe she's gone, and we still just can't. We are in disbelief. We're looking at them with, every time we're looking at the sky, we think of her. Not only then, but that's one of those. You know, for me, the sky now is her, hugely. Like, it's her. I know it's her. She was my mom-in-law, but I miss her as well, you know. People are coming here for art project, not for the confession, Marta. I hope you can forgive me that. I hope you can. Now I'm going over with the Karin marker over the wet. It's fine. Look, it's working. The Karin markers are unstoppable, unbeatable, unbreakable, literally. Like, guys, don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid that you're gonna at some point destroy the marker, because on the wet surface, no, you won't. It just that I've done it so many times already on the wet surface and all, and nothing is really happening, you know, nothing. So I wouldn't have any worry about it. I'm just trying to make it even more and more, just to see how much more we need of that color. So the wagon, right? The wagon. I think I'm gonna finish today's video, and if Lucas is still on the playground with Hannah, they gone now again, and they took another, I think they took another girl from our estate, Hannah's one of her great buddies. They took it with her, so that's nice, because they may stay longer there. Obviously having a pal helps a lot, so I may just record something else, hopefully. I miss my circles, guys, you know. I like I remember having the circles, so I miss it. I think it's such a great, easy way to do a little bit of art with the circles, and look how one book can be used for that. You can do circles from it, from the leftover background. Someone was asking me about it in the cafe. How would you do with the backgrounds? Like, you can keep the backgrounds, you can fussy cut the background, you can use the background with the image, or you can just like circle it out, or like, it's really up to yourself how you're gonna approach the subject, the thing, you know. It's really up to yourself. So there we go. Oh no, my Lucas is still outside. I can't believe it. I think he's taken half of the estate for the playground, I think. I won't be surprised. We had yesterday 2 kids over from the estate. They were collecting blueberries from our garden, and they were so excited, because not many people have blueberries or blackberries in the gardens, you know. And we do have some that we planted when we moved in here. We just don't really look after it much, but it's like, they grow by themselves, so it was a great happiness when they could just pick it up. And they never actually tasted one of those, it wasn't raspberry, but one of those, can't remember the English name, because in English, because it's actually not popular. So to be honest, they were spitting out because it was too sour for them. It was just so funny. I found it quite funny, because it felt that they didn't knew that fruit at all. I'll be back. I'll just check on Lucas before he leaves. I didn't make it. He was gone already. Doesn't matter. I can ring him. Okay. I really hope that I have not given you too much of some downing time with me today, because that was not my intention at all. But as I have been always saying, these years of making videos, 12 years of making videos, like, I'm so me in them. No matter what's going on in my life, I share. I just do that. This is what I do. I share. I'm so used to talking, sharing, talking. It's just, I don't think I can do any other way. So I just share. If something is going on, I just share. So that's me. Oh, this is so pretty. I love the one-sided shading. I decided to go for that unintentionally, I think, a little bit, and I just love that. And lastly, we'll be definitely adding touches of the pilot pen. Go on. I have 4 of these, 4 pilot pens full. One is really it felt that like this, and it kind of was not straight, but it's working. Some of them are not working, some of them are working. I need to check them out, but I have the exact link for my favorite doodle pen is in the link in the description box, so check it out. I love this. And so lastly, when this will dry, I think we're gonna just jump in with a touch of that, and we're gonna just doodle around. I think it's gonna be nice. So you can see that the green from the crayons, it's really nice, and you can see it. I think it would be lovely to have a little bit of that support underneath it, or is it too much? Like something tiny to, or maybe even the scissors, so that the book isn't exactly straight, but it's like, oh, it's nice like that. Oh, super. Okay. So you can, look, you can just jump in and add even more touch of that. If you're wondering, the color is, again, natural grade 3, number 131. Now, if you ever consider purchasing the markers, honestly, get the big set. Get it once off and just forget about the subject. If you have anything similar, like Tombows or whatever, use those, guys. Like, just because I'm suggesting you something, honestly, use what you have. It's like, this is my suggestion, the biggest. Just use what you have. Don't overspend if you already have similar product, you know. Yeah. Okay. I'm just smiling inside me now, thinking that they were running behind the bus so she could catch the bus. Oh, life, right? Yeah, life can be funny too sometimes. I just love these 2 bits, honestly. I've missed this kind of creating time. Let's dry this gorgeous page. Very pretty. I love it. And it's time to do a little bit of, oh, there you go, a little bit of that. So touches of pen, doodle pen, not too precise or anything, just a touch, so that it's funky, that it's interesting, that it's loosen up. And even if it's not very much well presented pen, that's okay. Now I will be more precise, but not too much, but slightly more precise here with my butterfly. I really wish to have a little bit of butterfly love here, and everything is dry, but it's also quite damp. Like there was a lot of pigment going on, so possibly some parts of the image they may not be super dry, so be careful because you may rip, and that's okay too, even if it's nothing to worry or be stressful over. It's like my saying, it's fine, it's okay. Why not? Why not to do it? Why not to try it? Why to stressing out and things like that? So, okay. However, sometimes it's impossible, right, in life to just think that, how can you not stress out? Like, I get it, but you have to try. Now, I think the pen right now is like really giving us this fantastic definition. I love it. I'm not superly precise, but I'm close enough, you know. I can do a little bit of as well here, touches at the middle part, and if I feel like I love to have even more. I think at some point in my journey, recently I've lost my loosen up sort of skills. I'm also like trying to find myself again in those pages. I think when you don't practice things, you're really out of the loop. You really can find yourself a little bit lost. And the more you practice, the easier it gets in general to do stuff, I think, big time. Now, I just love totally what I see. Now, I do miss a little bit of titles, and I have that, again, that saying, love and love will happen. Oh, I like that. Sure, why not? Why not? Or face the world. You are kind. One secondino. No. And love will happen. Oh, that's smaller. That feels a little bit better. Oh, I love that. Share the good with others. Oh, I love that. I think I would like that. Yes, share the good with others. Now, cutting that in the middle, that thick paper, this will definitely get a little bit of, it's going to be harder to close it, so I'm going to wait till it's really, really dry and close the book. I also think if you hear this super loud noise, it's our washing machine. Because we're going away, we have to kind of make the washing on time-ish and make it all before we're going, so even washing today. And also, oh, I love this. I love this. And also we can't close the door from the little room where we have the washing and the foods and stuff, like a little stock room, not stock room, like laundry room, because it's not laundry, well, yeah, okay, because there is this pull-up bar. We do pull-ups daily, and there's a pull-up bar, and we can't close it because there's a pull-up bar, and yeah, and you can't close the door because of that. So quite funny. We're trying to do pull-ups and learn ourselves, all of us. Hannah's the best. She has the best abs in the family, in the house. She's the best in pulling up herself. It's unbelievable. Like, you wouldn't think, you wouldn't know. Like, it's unbelievable. Now, I love it. I do miss a little bit of splashes, so I will have them because I need to have them. I feel I need to have them. So I'm gonna just grab maybe a little bit of that, and that's it, and the rest can be easily covered. Now, someone was saying about having too big splashes on their project. Be careful. Just put, like, also try to make your splashes going maybe on the side first somewhere, not only like the bigger brush. I think the bigger splashes you'll get, the thicker surface, not the thicker pigment here, the bigger splashes as well you may have. And also you want to be careful because the thicker brush, the thicker splashes, or it's much more difficult. Like, I think you have to find a balance within the supplies you have, within the brush, within the thickness of the paint you're using, what type of it is. If it's a, I'm sorry, I can hear the washing machine so badly, so you probably hear it as well. So you have to find a happy medium in between all of your supplies, the brush, the pigment, how you flip, how you do it within it, because it all matters, I think, as well, you know. Some people do this and it's okay. I think that it's landing on my hands, and I don't like that. I used to do that and I don't do it anymore because I feel it doesn't land on my hands anymore, on my clothes. So I tap it like that because otherwise it's all over. I think it's way more all over than when I'm tapping by my finger. I love it. Now I'm gonna try to have this one back a little bit, and what I'm thinking as well, I have a little bit of, now, can we do splashes with the color that we actually used? I'd say yes, if I can have a little bit of plasticky something. Which, do I have anything near me? Well, I have this. Well, I have this, so I can just have a little bit of that. There we go. I don't know how good or bad this is gonna turn out to be. I hope it will be just doable for it to be our splasher. Oh, see, it works. So even from that, because I think that I wish for a bit more of that. I don't think, yeah, no. I try to be cheeky monkey. Imagine this. Oh, I love it. Now, same for here. It's gorgeous. Honestly, it's gorgeous. It is fabulous. It is fabulous. Love that. Love the page. I've missed pages like this so much, and it's so nice. I'm sorry for the washing machine, I really am. I think we're done here. Thank you so much, my friends. Share the good with others. Yeah, a quote for today, right? Thank you so much for watching. As always, a pleasure to be in your homes. And thank you for allowing me to just freely chat. It means so much. And thank you for listening. I'm gonna wrap up with that and start another project since nobody's in the house, so I think it's a yes go. Thank you so much. I love you lots. Have a beautiful day and mind yourself and your loved ones. Bye for now. Bye bye.